Momotaro, a Japanese folktale. Once upon a time, in a quiet village in Japan, there lived an old man and an old woman. They had no children, but they loved each other dearly. Every day, the old man went to the mountains to cut wood, while the old woman went to the river to wash clothes. One sunny afternoon, as the old woman was washing, she saw something floating down the river. It was big and round like a giant fruit. As it drifted closer, she gasped, "Oh my! What a huge peach!" She quickly pulled it from the water and brought it home. "Grandfather, look what I found," she said excitedly. "We shall have a sweet feast tonight." But when they tried to cut the peach open, pop, the peach split in two, and inside was a baby boy smiling up at them. The old couple's eyes filled with tears. "This must be a gift from heaven," they cried. They named the boy Momotaro, which means peach boy. Momotaro grew strong and kind. By the time he was 15, he was braver than any man in the village. One day, he heard that demons called Oni were attacking villagers, stealing food, gold, and people's peace. "I cannot stand by and do nothing," said Momotaro. "I will go to Onigashima, the island of demons, and defeat them." The old man and woman were worried but proud. They made him armor and packed a bag of their best food, millet dumplings, called Kibi-dango. "Take these for your journey," said the old woman. "They will give you strength." "Thank you," Momotaro said, bowing deeply. "I will make you proud." As he walked down the road toward the sea, he met a dog. "Momotaro, where are you going?" barked the dog. "I'm going to fight the demons on Onigashima," said Momotaro. "Would you like to come?" "If you give me one of those dumplings, I will," said the dog. Momotaro smiled and handed him one. Together they walked on. Soon they met a monkey, chattering from a tree. "Momotaro, where are you going?" screeched the monkey. "To Onigashima, to defeat the demons." "I'll join you if you give me one of those dumplings." "Of course," said Momotaro and gave him one. A little while later, a pheasant swooped down from the sky. "Momotaro, where are you going?" squawked the bird. "To Onigashima, to fight the demons. Will you help us?" "If you share one dumpling, I'll fly ahead and scout the island." Momotaro gave his last dumpling to the pheasant, and now he had 3 loyal companions, a dog, a monkey, and a pheasant. After many days, they reached the shore. The pheasant flew across the waves to the island and cried, "The demons are feasting, now's our chance." Momotaro and his friends rowed their boat through the crashing waves and reached Onigashima. The demons roared when they saw them. "Who dares come to our island?" they shouted. "I am Momotaro, born from a peach," he declared. "I've come to stop your evil." The battle began. The pheasant pecked at the demon's eyes from above. The monkey climbed the walls and untied the gate. The dog bit their legs, barking fiercely. Momotaro swung his sword with all his might. "For the people you've hurt," he shouted. At last the demon king fell to his knees. "Please spare us, we will never do evil again." Momotaro made them promise to return all the treasure they had stolen. Gold, silk, and food filled their boat on the way home. When he returned to his village, the old man and woman were waiting at the gate. "Welcome home, our brave boy," they cried. Momotaro bowed. "I could not have done it without my friends." From that day on, peace returned to the land. The old couple lived happily ever after, proud of their son, the boy who came from a peach. Urashima Taro. Once upon a time, in a small fishing village by the sea, there lived a kind young fisherman named Urashima Taro. He spent his days catching fish and taking care of his elderly mother. Everyone in the village knew him for his gentle heart. One sunny morning, as Taro walked along the beach, he saw a group of boys shouting and laughing. When he came closer, he realized they were hurting a small turtle. The turtle was frightened and struggling to escape. "Stop that!" Taro said firmly. "Don't harm the poor creature." The boys ran away, leaving the turtle trembling on the sand. Taro gently picked it up and spoke softly. "You're safe now. Let me take you back to the sea." He walked to the water's edge and released the turtle into the waves. It looked back at him as if to say, "Thank you," before disappearing beneath the surface. The next day, as Taro was fishing in his boat, something unusual happened. The water around him began to glow, and the little turtle he had saved popped its head above the waves. "Taro," the turtle said, "I have come to thank you. The princess of the sea wishes to see you. Please ride on my back." Surprised but curious, Taro climbed onto the turtle. They dove beneath the calm blue water. Down, down they went, deeper and deeper, until a magnificent palace appeared, shining like jewels on the ocean floor. It was Ryugujo, the dragon palace. Inside, the sea princess Otohime welcomed him with a warm smile. "Brave Taro, thank you for saving my messenger," she said. "Please stay with us and enjoy the beauty of our palace." Taro was treated to wonderful feasts, music, and dances performed by the sea creatures. Time seemed to stand still in the dazzling underwater world. Taro felt peaceful and happy, as if all his worries had vanished. He stayed there for what felt like a few days, but eventually he remembered his mother waiting in the village. "Princess Otohime," he said gently, "I must return home. My mother will worry if I am one too long." The princess looked sad but understanding. "If you must go, take this with you," she said, handing him a beautiful box decorated with shells and pearls. "This is the tamatebako. It will protect you. But remember, do not open it no matter what happens." Taro thanked her and rode the turtle back to the surface. When he reached the shore, everything looked strangely different. The houses, the trees, even the shoreline had changed. He approached a group of villagers and asked, "Excuse me, do you know where Urashima Taro's house is?" They looked puzzled. "Urashima Taro?" That name is from an old story. He disappeared more than 300 years ago. Taro's heart trembled. 300 years? He realized that while only a short time seemed to pass in the Dragon Palace, many centuries had passed in the human world. Alone and confused, he looked down at the tamatebako. Maybe there's something inside that can help me," he whispered. Though the princess had warned him, Taro's trembling hands slowly opened the box. A soft white smoke drifted out, surrounding him like a cloud. When the smoke cleared, Taro felt his body grow weak. His hair turned white, his back bent, and his skin wrinkled. In an instant, he had become an old man. The box fell to the sand. Inside, he found only a small note. "Taro, this was to preserve your youth. You opened it, and your time has returned to you. Otohime." Taro looked out at the endless sea. He thought he could hear the princess's gentle voice carried by the wind. And so the tale of Urashima Taro became a legend, a story of kindness, wonder, and the mystery of time. The end. Okayama, famous spots connected to Momotaro. Okayama Prefecture is known as the home of Momotaro, the legendary peach boy of Japan. Here are some of the most famous places connected to his story. 1. Kibitsu Shrine. Kibitsu Shrine is one of the most important Momotaro-related spots. It is said to be linked to the ancient legend of Prince Kibitsu Hiko, a warrior who defeated a powerful demon. This story is believed to be the origin of the Momotaro tale. The shrine's long wooden corridor and peaceful atmosphere make it a beautiful place to explore. How? Do. Kinojo Demon's Castle. Kinojo, also called Yura's Castle or Demon's Castle, sits high on a mountain overlooking Okayama. Local legends say that this fortress was the home of the demon king defeated in the Momotaro story. Visitors can hike to the top and enjoy a breathtaking view that feels like the setting of the old legend. 3. Kibi Plains. The Kibi Plains, with their wide rice fields and calm scenery, are said to be where Momotaro and his companions travel on their journey. The area is full of historical sites linked to the demon legend, making it a perfect place for fans of the story. 这个呢? 4. Kurashiki Bikan Historical Quarter. While not directly part of the legend, Kurashiki is one of Okayama's most beautiful regions. With its traditional white wall buildings, old merchant houses, and gentle canals, it creates the atmosphere of old Japan. A perfect backdrop for imagining Momotaro's world. Order 5. Kibi-dango, the famous sweet of Okayama. Okayama is known for its traditional Kibi-dango, or millet dumplings. In the Momotaro story, these dumplings were given to the dog, monkey, and pheasant as a sign of friendship. Today, Kibi-dango are a popular local treat and a symbol of the legend. Order ending line. Okayama is filled with places and traditions connected to the Momotaro story. If you ever visit Japan, exploring these spots will bring the legend to life, making you feel as if you are walking in the footsteps of the Peach Boy himself.